Right, should we try again then? Right, let's get some work done now, shall we? Right. So, before we do anything, let me have a look at... Yeah, we're fine with that. Default, off, on, dirt normal, on, hard, real time. Let me leave it on. Probably just messed up for pressing the wrong button. Yeah, totally right. Save that for a minute just to make it a bit easier. Right. Has this got the new? Should have an interactive marker somewhere. Yeah, I have. So you reverse in here. You should then get some kind of fuel. I think this is a diesel point. Yep. Yep. Sorry. Right. What I want to do, visit. I could keep the Manitou, but more than likely, would I rather have a Manitou or a telehandler? I don't know, I'll have a think about that. I haven't quite worked out what I'm going to do with that. So first things first, in here. Just go through and all of this. At the moment, I'm umming and ahhing if I want to sort of keep I'm umming and ahhing if I want to keep the Manitou at the minute. Okay, it won't go there. I just wanted to just check something. So more than likely it will live in here. Because what I'm thinking is, you have a store telehandler. Just give me a second, I know what I want. I've forgotten something. I've forgotten something. So right. Couple of things, I want that installed. I'm literally just going through adding a couple of bits what I remember about it. Trying to find where it is. I know what I'm looking for. Can't find it. That might be the one I was actually looking for. Hello, welcome to the stream. I am just literally looking for something and I can't find it. Posters, windows, I'm looking for Nisk. Other. See if it's under other. Right. So the problem with Mod Hub after a while, it does freeze up a bit. What I'm after a forklift, but the in-game one. Mod Hub is starting to freeze, which is never good. There it is. Found it. And Mod Hub, of course, starts freezing after a while. Done. Right. So give that a second just to whoa. Right, so I'm gonna have to do something about that bed, but I'll do that later. Is it right? Let's grab actually let's sell the Manitou because we don't need it. I've made a executive decision. Made an executive decision. Right. Midas wheels. Nokian. It's not going to be on yard, so we'll keep it that. Safety warning light with. Glow position light. So, do its far green. Rim colour jet black. Like that. Right, let's grab that for the yard. So we have a forklift for our yard. I've decided that should be standard. I think I should put an IFA Williams trailer in. But right, how do the faults come apart? So it should be right, that's up down. It's that one. Get rid of auto drive. Get rid of that. Okay. always drive it so you're at shin height. Right. And then should always be left in that position. Right. Turn that off, jump out. So there's permanently a Clark forklift left here. So that's good. Right. Let's now go to that. Go on here. So I am playing on one of the most realistic settings going. So one thing I hate, and just because I want to get through the season, we want 6 days. Just to make it a little bit easier. Wilderness. Yeah, 1 to 2 days. Right. Worry about that in a bit. Hey, Disturbed, how are you? So I'm running the early build that isn't quite finished from Missy B on Rivers Farm. So she's given me permission to sort of run this through. So I have had to start again. For me, it wasn't a big deal, just because I didn't really get anywhere. I made a few mistakes. So the first thing I'd done before I reset everything, bought the shop a forklift. So today's plan is on what I've learned from the mistakes I made. Yeah, I found a shortcut. If you do fertilising contracts, so what I've got on mine is tough, but what I've got is, I don't know if you caught any of my last stream before I reset, these take, a lot of this takes forever. So what I'm going to do, bingo, fertilising contract straight away. I'm going to try and just stick to fertilising contracts. So let's borrow that. Yeah, they do, and they're easy. So depending on the size of the field, cultivating can take an hour. With that, depending on the system. So I'm going to borrow that, clear the contracts, and just see if by miracle I can get some more. If I can't, I'm not overly concerned. Which is nope. And 12's huge, forget that. Yeah. Yes, but what I found with this map is, I completely agree, but for some unknown reason, wow, that's a small Vultra. But what I found, I want that on. What I found, where am I going? I want forward. Sometimes I skip the first year, so I'm out of stuff growing. Yeah, I found, so what I try and do is, so, sorry, I can't give me that, let me just connect. So I sort of, okay, I really can't talk and drive at the minute, give me 1 minute. Okay, the music stopped, hold on, let me fix that to start with. Let me throw that on. So what I'd done was, within the contracts, I earn 110, 120k, and I've got global company leasing, field leasing on. So all I need to do is buy the machinery, and I'm fine. The hard one, if you go to my YouTube, I'm doing a think that's all the connections connected. I think. If you go to my YouTube, I'm running a No Man's Land start from scratch. And I don't know if you've seen Daggerwind's version of it. Mine's tougher. I'm on seasons. Same thing, no leasing, no contracts, no nothing. And I've just done grass mainly on that, just to get some money. I've just realised something. I'm about to do a fertilising contract with no money in the bank. That would have been clever. Right, let's leave this like this. I completely forgot. Right. I want to make small. Yes, exactly. So, the only problem I got is I don't like time-lapse videos, but Chainsaw is better than Daggerwind's version, but on the same. So I did mess up and had to restart, but what I've done with mine pretty much is I've gone grass. You're on time lapses. It depends on time. Like, time lapse is a lot easier, but a lot of my stuff I personally run. Just looking for a decent cultivating contract at the minute. The problem is what I find with time lapses. I don't know if you find. I don't know if you find it. It can make you feel a bit dizzy, if that kind of makes sense. Yeah, forget that. That ain't happening. I know that field. Went for 900 here a minute ago. Yes. So let's do that one. Borrow items. That's good. That's a fixed plough. This may take a while, but so yeah, a lot of my stuff I do a mixture of time lapses and I do a mixture of time lapses and none. But what I've done because I messed up No Man's, there was no point me doing the correction because it's just the same thing. So I've done them 2 videos as a time lapse, and the rest is normal. And with how much I've got through and how much I've done on it, I'm quite pleased. So I've managed within, I think I'm on my 3rd or 4th year, and within my 3rd or 4th year, so the way I do it to make a lot of money with No Man's is I've gone the grass route. So where am I heading? Field 31 should be around the corner here somewhere. So it should be through the top gate. Yeah, I know exactly where that is. So I basically used so unlike sort of Chainsaw where he bought a tractor, I had nothing. I had to use the super strength. I've messed that one up. I'm going full camera. Right. I had to sell the wood that they give you to start with to make enough money to buy a chainsaw, and then I used the firewood mod, bought a tractor, bought a mower, and then I eventually got in the stage of upgrading that. So now I've missed the entrance. And now I've got the stage where, after doing like, really, are you kidding me? I'm turning traffic off. I turn it off a lot of the time. If traffic was better, I'd leave it on. So right. So my plan is to try and do where's the entrance to 31? I can never remember. I led down there to see if it's down the corner here. Yeah, as you can see it down the bottom. Yeah, I've just switched it off. So what map are you time lapsing? And tonight I really can't drive. Some days I can drive fine, other days it's like, nah, I'm doing rubbish. So what map are you running at the moment? I have 3 at the moment. I'm doing one trailer challenge on Homewood Farm. I was doing a huge series on Homewood Farm. I absolutely love that map. Okay, I thought the entrance was here. I'm now really confused. Yeah, it's straight down. Okay, so I'm going right. Yeah, it is gorgeous. Especially being a 4 times map. I gave up doing where am I going? Is this 31 in front of me? Yeah, it is. I gave up doing it as a across the top easier. I gave up doing as a spin that around. I gave up doing it as a series on YouTube because it's just with how huge the fields are, and I'm running a Let's Play series, class, GPS, the whole shenanigans, like course play, everything, and it just takes way too long just to try and run. Just trying to run it, so I was like, yeah, that's it. But yeah, so my plan with this restart is use this to get the money I need to get the fertilising done. Let me up that to 15 times. And what I love about contracts is you don't need to get them to 100% either. So I'm 60 plus hours for spring year 2. I can't even remember what I am. It's been a long time since I ran it. But I know No Man's Land. Yes, I completely agree. With No Man's, so Farming Sim, my most used map is No Man's, and that's why I don't know about you. I always run. I always run. Wrong one. I always run. Sort of seasons. I never run a map without seasons. So how I will do this is I'll probably end up, as long as I'm owning a tractor and some equipment by the end of right, I've got throttle running. Yes, so what I do with seasons is, so map specific. So how I ran No Man's Land, I literally had one day. So 3-day seasons on. So it's 1 day, 1 day, 1 day, boom, boom, boom. Whereas some maps, you need more days. And that's what I like about it. And then as time develops, you can add, change and adjust more stuff. I personally try and run my maps as close to real life as I can, even though I don't know much about real life. I'm not a farmer. I lived it and grew up in the countryside, so I know bits by watching and seeing, and then watching YouTube videos and talking to other farmers. That's sort of my background. But I just much prefer having seasons turned on compared to not. The only thing I wish for PC with the contracts is GPS. Especially on stuff like this. I want to keep my tyres there. Try and keep that straight. Really? I did not know that. I am using enhanced vehicle mod. So that gives me added options over 4-wheel drive. Shuttle control, sort of similar. But most of the time, I have got used to not using it. Because what I'll be doing on the series for the first year or two, I will be running like 1980s, 1990s tractors. Just so I can start and then yes. I don't think there's much difference between VCA and enhanced vehicle mod. The weight indication is very useful, especially if you play with realistic mass types that at the moment I've turned off. I might end up putting it back on. I might have to try with. I might have to go back to VCA then. So with VCA and GPS, how is GPS on VCA its own version, if that kind of makes sense? Okay, because I'm guessing your PC. I looked into the XML file for GPS because there's a headland mode that never got implemented. Yeah, I just prefer the complex. I just YouTubed the GPS mod and then understood the complexity behind it. So there was a headland option, like you can set a curve. I'm surprised with all the scripts that no one's actually tried to bring in. I don't know if it's possible to script a full life GPS mod for a map. Okay. Are you on Missy B's? Well, yeah. If you've got me on Discord, PM me a link. Needs a bit of XML editing. Yeah, if you've got, I might have seen that. I'm not. I'll have to have a look at that. I'll have to. Do you know? I'll find the link and send it over. Yeah, that'd be amazing. That's something I'll definitely have to look into getting and doing. So that sounds something like what I'd be into. But yeah, with the shuttle control for me, unlike a lot of people using spacebar, I've got, so my setup is 2 joysticks, a steering wheel, and sim dashboards. Yeah, that will be an afternoon of me reading, probably YouTubing and stuff like that. So that will be very interesting to just see how far are we on this contract. Just so I know, 9%. Yeah, that will be fascinating. It's got really good instructions included. It shouldn't be too bad. Because I've also, with Missy B's help, I've also been creating my own mods, so sheds and stuff like that. Just ran out of time. It's not that, for me, it's funny, I got ADHD, and someone said the difference between you and most people is your concentration you put into something. If you like something, you'll give it 200-300%, compared to a lot of people, and that's sort of proven. So yeah, definitely gonna have to have a look at that. Tell you one thing I do love about Rivers though. Thank you, I've just got that link now. Yeah, I've just got that link now. Have you speak English. Have you added that mod in then? Do you need to do you need to use a new save on it? Okay, that's useful to know. How long do you reckon it takes to set up? Because I'm humming and ahhing. I might be tempted to have a look at it now. Read through the instructions quickly. And just see. And the music stopped. Give me a second. I want that. Let me chuck on that. Throw that on. Right, I'm gonna stop that there. I'm gonna open this up and have a quick look at this. Yeah. So what I'm probably doing with this map is, because I'm gonna wait till it's updated, and then add it in. If that kind of makes sense. But I think it's definitely something I'll be definitely very interested in. Sort of generically having a look at getting installed, because but compared to me not using GPS, that's actually if we look at the map quickly, 13%. Bits there, there's a big line there, a little bit there, a little bit at the start, a little bit. But generically, I'm actually really pleased. Because when I first done the ploughing contract, it was messy as anything. We go in the first person. Yeah, see. That's fine. So if I keep the edge of my bonnet into the first dip, I should never ever have a problem with it. And that's the thing, sometimes when you're in first person, it's just making sure you got the view correct. Right. Let's get that back in that ditch. Give us that. I'll read down a second once I've relined back up. I think you can also edit the XML for guidance steering and make it the default option. I think if you're on contracts too, you might have a look at that option again. Yeah. I haven't delved too far into it'd probably be a true or false tick. Actually, give me a second. Let me just save what I've done. I might have a quick look at that. Let me run that into Be Right Back. Let me open up. Let me have a quick look at this. Actually, let me come out of here. Let me quit. Save that. Quit that. I'm gonna have to have a gander at that now quickly. Let me close this down. And my mouse decides to behave. Right, let me have a gander at GPS. I did not know that. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Let me find my GPS. Guidance steering. Just do that. Do that. Right, so if I look under Bible GPS configuration, right, Bible GPS configuration, right, let me turn that, right. So I've got Bible GPS configuration. But let me see if this now works. Right, let me give this a go, see if this works. Yeah, I'll have to release another one to see if it works, but it's fine. If I have to do that, I'll do that. Right, let me go back to River Farm. If it means I have to do another contract, I've got GPS, then hey, I'll do another one with GPS because it'll make my life so much easier. So, this may go to a black screen in 2 seconds. Wrong one, I wanted game screen. Right. Might be an update. No, now GPS is installed. Let's see if this works. Yeah, have a good night with your pizza. Pizza's definitely interesting. I don't know if I've done it right or wrong. If I've done it wrong, I don't know if I've done the settings right or wrong. So let's go menu. Let me run something that I reckon will have decent GPS on it. Give me 30 seconds. Let me cancel that. Collect that. Cancel that. See if we can get some decent contracts coming up. That'll do. Let's got that. Borrow items. Back menu. I'm not going to walk down there. Visit. What I could have just done is jumped into that. Yes! Thank you very, very much. That is a lifesaver. Cheers, mate. Well, that was easy. Cheers, mate. Yeah. So where am I going? Have a good pizza. I now got to work out what field I'm going to. Uh, 22. Because it worked, I'm going to just cancel that a minute. I'm going to find... Right. still saying that's 2 road for the road. Right, let's see if this works. Right, let's get down the back. Right, having a seeder is so much easier. Right. This is a biomass plant on the corner. Maybe turn left. Turn in. Right. Menu. Straight down because it comes to the bottom and then up. So it's bottom field 72 and turn in. Shame I was trying to turn that in but I couldn't. Right, and then it'd be at the bottom here, turn right. So let's head in here. And it's field 73 at the bottom. Right, and then let's work out the best way to do this field. Straight down that edge. Right. Let's try this then, shall we? So it's the 8 line. Right. See if this now works with GPS. Anything after we'll correct at the end, so. Right, let's see if this works. That's just going to hit the hedge. I actually prefer that. I'll turn lines off in a minute. Yep, I'm happy with that. Right, turn the lines off. I'll get the GPS correct eventually for ploughing, but yeah, the end there might need some correcting at the end, but that's pretty much all it's going to need. Let's see if that works. Right, just because I've still got the setup on, I'm going to keep the lines on a minute, just to make sure that runs. Just make sure that can run as best as it can do. Yeah, it's going to start slipping out. So I've slightly messed up the GPS on this run, but it's fine, it'll correct itself as it goes down. So it should stop. Don't, so I've got to stop. Yeah, it's fine, we'll get there. It's these top ends that'll mess up. But it's fine, we can correct it later. So I'm not overly concerned. I've slightly messed up with the what does that button do? That brings up the controls. That's C, course plate map. That zooms in and out, set track shift. I'm not sure what they do. So yeah. Right. I'll get there eventually. This is just so I don't have to do less reversing. I'm basically trying to make money just to yeah, that'd be enough to buy seeds. Or fertiliser, should I say. Got one. It's not the one I want. And that's what I'm going to do, just keep my eye out as it's going across. Nope. So we're up to +9. So this won't be there or thereabouts. Right. Nope. I'm at clear contract, new contracts. Yes. So I think that's what I'm just going to keep doing at the minute, just do this. New contracts, just put it in order. No, wrong one. This will give me an idea on what is possible to be used. I think bar items, I think that's our best bet. I think the headland mode we're going to have to do 2 or 3, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, the lines are slightly messed up. I think. The lines are normally what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see that line is miles out. So we're going to have to correct the line. Because that line's not correct, as you can see. So if I do that, now the line's correct. So yeah, we could have a few hiccups with this. But that's fine. That's why I'm just going to leave the lines on. I want to see what happens. Let me flip that around. See what happens when I do that. Okay. So that's now saying that's correct. So I don't like leaving lines on, but I'm not happy how this is working at the minute. So I'm just going to leave that on at the minute. So we'll see. Hasn't gone as perfect as I wanted it to. Right. Let me see if this now will work. I haven't got a clue what I'm listening to. So while that's doing that, I'm just going to quickly just change over. That's better. I do have a theory that I'm running off. Right. Finally, not having to throw a bit of equipment behind the back as well. It's a little bit easier to be able to run. Right, give me 1 second. I've got to adjust the music again. I want that. Right. Let me
me see if that works better now. Right. So now it should work a bit better. So that was an auto steer doing its own thing. That's slightly worrying when it's an auto steer and it starts doing its own thing. That was really random. I have no clue what happened there. Right, let me turn that off. That's bad. That's pulling. That's doing what I want it to do now. Prawn plows because you turn them at the end. That's where it slightly goes wrong. Yeah, you can hear the headland beep. Difficult with that. Yeah, that's running better. Let's get some lights on. Hey, good evening, how are you? Hope you're well tonight. Come in, sit back and enjoy some ploughing. So I am on the beta build, the early build version that should be sent off to Giants hopefully in the next couple of days for Missy B. So I've got an early access look at this. So there's a few little things that have changed, like the fuel station from the early builds. Added a couple of, or adjusted a couple of sell points. Don't think my GPS lines have messed up. So, right, let's spin that around and see if that works better. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Right, let's see how this runs. That should then cover that perfectly, if I've got my line correct. Yeah, I mean, better. One of my viewers earlier, I am playing on PC, yes, and I found out with the GPS mod, I'm going to have to turn the line back on because I don't know if that's following or on it to go. Yes. I found out with the GPS mod, you can, there is a setting within it to enable GPS to be used on contracts. So that's made my life easier. So yeah, I'm on a desktop PC. If the music's too quiet, let me know. I've just readjusted my sound so I can turn it back up if I need to. Right. Yeah, I can do. I just haven't got... The problem is finding the time, if that kind of makes sense. Because I've done multiplayers in the past, but the problem I've got is with my work schedule and my own day-to-day stuff. It's difficult to... It's difficult to pin down at times. So some days I'm on in the afternoon, some days I'm on in the evening. So yeah, I don't mind. I've done a few in the past. It's just, for me, difficult to tie myself down to a time, if that kind of makes sense. What am I looking at? I want that. I want that. 32%, okay. Right, let's see how this line goes the other way. Right, what I'm also... Right, let me see if this now will work. Right. Yeah, am I the right? So I'm just trying to get my lines. No, that looks completely wrong. The problem is if I go there, I want to be there. Let me hit recenter. So even if I reset the track. It's the only problem I find with GPS with. Yeah, that it's not lining up at all. It's thinking I want to be there when I'm not. In with inverting the offset has not worked. So let's run that across. I think that's running wrong. Let me see if that will work. Nope. So the only problem with GPS is like, it's great, but on plows you've got to be so careful. With machinery that doesn't move, you haven't got invert offsets and stuff like that, it's fine. As soon as you put an invert like this, because way it runs, yeah, so with me, because I'm my own boss, I'm not often on in the evenings. I'm normally on in the mornings or in the afternoon. Normally, under normal circumstances, the evenings I spend with my fiance. So once a month I get evenings. That's about it. Or depending what we've done during the day. If I've done a lot of her during the day, then I get on the evening. So that's why I said it. With my work schedule, it's very, very difficult to pin down when exactly I'm going to be on. Let me throw this around. Let's see if that's lined up better. Reverse that to about there. Drop that, start that. Now that's running better. Right, let's turn that off for a minute. Let's try going main camera. Yeah, that's now working how I want it to work. So, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you for that. I've just seen that. I don't know if I got to check my settings because it should pop up on screen. I didn't see if it did or not. So yeah, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate that. So, as I said, so most of the time I'm on mid-afternoon, but also try and catch my YouTube channel as well. I am doing an experiment through the sort of June to July where I'm doing less on YouTube, more on Twitch, just to try and get more of a follower base, if that kind of makes sense. Right, I think that's doing okay. I think that's actually nailed it. I think I'm slightly over one side, but yeah, just about, but that'll do. I'm happy with how that's running. So the plan is, once I've got this contract complete, 40% all the way through it. So when I've got this contract complete, might not be tonight. I should be on tomorrow afternoon. It'll be finishing off or starting fertilising. I don't like ploughing contracts that much. I prefer cultivating, but it's just one of those things. I've slightly messed this contract up, but hey, it's not a big. With GPS now, it's not a big deal. See, that's completely out. Right. Right, that's out by a mile. So that's where the line's putting me. The line should be there. So now the line's gone there. So let me just reverse this back up. Let me try something. Offset reversal on. Yeah, that's not working. So that's what it's saying. It should be the other way around. do auto width. So yeah, and that's not going to quite how. Right, so what I'm going to do is shift that across. So it's about there. Right, that now should be about right. Yeah, that's about right. Missing little bits. But it shouldn't matter too much. Probably missed a little bit there. See, overall on the map, if we just check. See, generically that's gone well. We've missed a few bits we've got to go back over. But, yeah, it's not a big deal. The headland's pretty much dead straight as well, down. So, put the lines back on. Foot out there. Drop it up there. Spin this around. Turn that around to there. And hopefully I've now got my line about right. Only problem I find with the hedges. It's the first time I've actually got myself stuck. There you go, I'm out. I will get myself out of this hedge eventually. Great place to get yourself stuck. I'm gonna have to do something I don't always want to do. That plough's really stuck. You normally can use super strength to get out pretty much every gap. I can't believe I've got my plough stuck. That's better, he's out. Right. Right. Stick that on. Right. see how it's not. That's better. Now I should be doing it. Right, so I'm gonna have to just leave the lines on just because it's playing up. This is taking a lot longer than I expected. So yeah, now I fixed that mistake. Right, turn that up, swing that around. Let's see if this works. Right, let's go the next morning because I cannot see. At least we get 3 seasons a lot quicker this way. "7 AM I'll stop it at. We're getting there, just not as quick as I would like to get through this field. Right. So it thinks I should be there. Let's try that there. See if that works. If it does, then we know the line's about right. It's close. It will do. I don't like having lines on the GPS, but for ploughing it's just so much easier. So I've got to read up if I need that one or not. So in theory, when I come back the other way, that should flip, so that's what I've got to check. So, see if this works, because that's now lined up where it should be. There is a setting for turning ploughs and I can't remember it. It's been a long time since I've used sort of this kind of equipment. Right, So that at the moment's that way. Let me do that. That should change where the invert lays. So it runs it to there. So it runs it to that side. Let me run it back the other way. Still runs it there. So I'm just trying to get this GPS correct 'cause it's doing my head in. So let me do it that way. Auto width. Inverts the headland that way. So when you're coming back the other way, you should flip it. So that's that. Right, that's that. Right, that's basically done nothing. Now it has done something. Right. We're getting there. I found the problem. It's not automatically inverting. So I'm getting there slowly. It's just getting everything correct and working how it should do. If that makes sense. Well, I can have a look at this, doing that. Yeah, it's just not running well. Right, remember, red, green. Right, let's see if we can work this out. Right, let me flip that. So it should go the other way around this time. That's the wrong way around, you can tell that. Come on. Be a little bit of a mistake, but overall you won't see it. So yeah, it's just GPS is doing my head in, but it's definitely quicker running with GPS than without. You haven't got much left to do, but hey. It's easier if you just throw it that way around. Yeah, that's right. So getting there. So, right, come down to the end. Right, flip that around, and then once that's done, invert offset. Nothing should, because it's not automatically done when the plough turns. Which I find a bit weird. That's better. Just correct the GPS a little bit. I think that's running as straight as it possibly can do across the board roughly. Let's press, do something in a minute. Press that. That doesn't look right to me. Still doesn't look right to me. So what I'm just trying to do right now is just get the GPS lined up correct. Just doing my head in. That's probably what's causing the problem. Trying to trap this terrain snap angle. Right, let me get rid of that in a minute. See if this. It's just. Right. Getting there slowly. Missed a bit at the start, but it's fine. Right, let me then go on here. Yeah, that's now running as well as it should be. That's now running as it should be. So there's center of the tractor, and that's then the offset is running. So I'm tempted. Yeah, this is just doing me in a little bit. I seriously give up. Let me turn that off. That's what could be causing the problem, is the offset. That looks a lot bigger than. Right, I don't know if I've set this on the right or the wrong one. Right, I'm going to try something. Just because I'm getting fed up and annoyed how this is running. Right. Right, let's try this again then, shall we? I want that on. So I think I got that slightly wrong. So the shift track to neutral. Now shifts it in the middle. Let's see what happens. Right, we're getting there. That's not turned. So right, let me just get rid of that. Yeah, I'm gonna Google something because this is confusing the heck out of me. Yeah. So offset reversal's on. So that's correct at the moment. So it's now working. I might have actually got this working. No, I haven't. The offset removal. The offset. Yeah. Yeah, the offset removal is not really working, but. Right, I've got another option. GPS. Okay, menu. Right. That's better. Right, let's do that. Get auto width. Right, that's done. Spin that around, and that should. Very follow the line. For a minute, I'm going to turn GPS off because that's going to annoy me. I'm going to have to read that up, but that's why I decided to do a hand. I gave out the GPS mod in the end. One more run, well, 2 more runs, I reckon. Go over game menus because they take forever. Contract. Be there in a minute. Wait, there you go. 87. This is just one of those annoying things. So I am about to call this annoying in a minute. Right. Phew, nearly 90%. Hey Titch, I'm literally about 10 minutes of coming off and I'm getting cheesed off with GPS, so I've turned it off. I've found to get GPS on a contract, which I'm really pleased with, but it's getting to a point where it's just not working with the plows. I've given up. I've sort of binned it at the minute. But yeah, I'm basically going to finish this field off and then call it. It's not... If you've got... I'll put this quite easy and quite straightforward. That was done with GPS, 90% of it. That's... I should bring up the GPS menu. Give me... Let me turn it on. There you go, menu. This is only complicated, okay, when you've got a plough on the back. If you haven't got a plough on the back, it's simple. Soon as you have to put a plough on the back, see, there's the lines there. it messes up. So I need to go back on YouTube to work out how to do ploughing with GPS. But if you've got a cultivator, if you've got a cultivator or anything that runs dead straight, dead easy, then it's a dream. As soon as you start, because the problem, what should happen on the ploughs is, give me a second, let me just reline myself back up a minute. Yeah, I know what you... Sorry, I really can't get my lines on a minute. Let me just get that into there. That's better. I know what you mean. Instead of this kind of plough, it's like the 6 metre one that B&M, or you know who I mean, do. So they're the dead straight ploughs. If you've got... Yeah. If I pull up... Give me 1 second. If you've got... I don't know if I've got any installed. If you've got that, it would work fine, because there's your middle line, there's your 2 ends. If you start adding in this, your centre line's there, you're starting there, finishing there. So I'm on contract. If I weren't on contracts, I'd be using it. I hate normal ploughs. In real life, they're probably easier to use. They're probably easier to use than the actual game. How far through am I? 90% on the dot. Let me take out one more middle run. And then do the headlands. So what I've started to do with this Let's Play, I'm only ploughing this to earn money to fertilise, because with fertiliser you can make money in seconds to buy equipment for your farm. So yeah, with GPS I shouldn't be having to go back over, but it's just one of those annoying little things that I found that I'm having to semi deal with. Right, let's hope I can leave that like that now and just go and quickly whiz these headlands out. But yeah, on the GPS mod, one of my followers, or one of my chatters coming earlier and went, you know, you can add it to a contract. I was like, really? So he basically talks me through on stream how to do it, and a lot of stuff. I will be using it and adding it. But I've kind of just given up with GPS at the moment on here with this. Said on my No Man series, when I first did my big Let's Play before I gave up with it and changed my mind, I was using GPS on there, I was having no problems. It's only because I said got the offset, and the problem is it's because you can do this. I think that's what the problem is. You can turn this plough and it throws. In theory, when you turn it, the lines should come with you. If that kind of makes sense. But yeah, definitely with the hours I've put on and going back over with the 1.5 update and me having to restart everything, I've definitely learnt quite a lot. So yeah, definitely learn. Right, I don't know if I've switched that plough yet or not, no. But yeah, I agree with you. These kind of ploughs are kind of a nuisance, but it works. So that's all that really matters. Right, what percent are you up to? 92%. Yeah, fertilising contracts. I don't know if you've done many. But I'll make most of my money off fert contracts. And I'll probably smash on a 3-hour stream. I'll probably do 15. It depends on the field. Way I do my contracts is, especially with the fur, I choose one, get the equipment off it, and then right, should be one more run left down that way. I agree, but with a Let's Play where you started on 0, like I am on hard difficulty and I'm on 0, it just makes sense. Because otherwise you can have 4 or 5 streams where you literally are on. So I'm running, it might also be because of our problems with GPS, but potentially ploughing this field an hour. I don't know if that's just me having the problems I've encountered with the GPS, etc. But right, let's head around the other end, run them headlands in, and then see what else I need to get. 94%. I know if this was my own field, and that's why I'm not 100% too worried about the bits being missed, because the contract then fills them back in afterwards. So it's not a big worry of mine. But it's just one of those little things. Right, let's drop this here. I've missed that completely. Right, camera. That's better. That's better. Right, it's this corner here is going to be fun. But again, you're making money. It may seem like you're making... Have I got the plough the wrong way? I might just not. Okay, that was peculiar. That was really weird. Right, I do not want to hit anything. That's not what I want to do. We're clear, good. Right, let's head straight down. What time is it? Okay. Wherever I am, I'm coming off at 9. That would have been half an hour over what I should have been. Right, that's better. With Titch, with your, I've watched some of your I've watched some of your videos. I haven't caught up with all of them because there's only so much YouTube videos I can watch in a day. what is your... I noticed a lot of your Let's Play. Have you done a start from scratch kind of thing? Or... Because, like, what shocked me was, so Virtual Farmer was doing Life of America. He started on 5 million. And that didn't get him anywhere near what he wanted. And it's just different playthroughs, play styles. And stuff. What number am I? 97. We're getting there. Right. Yeah, I've done start from scratch, hard economy, and I'll get equipment that fits the map. So, my ideal map on it would be 6 meters, 6 to 8. You don't need anything bigger than 6 to 8. Right, we're on 99. So let's go and run this top headland in that I missed earlier. Hopefully this will bring us up the 1% we need. So my plan with this is start with nothing and then just see where we go. But I know one thing, if I get 200k off contract from, because I probably will get, there you go, finished, done, boom. Right, that then gives us what we need to get that fertilizer contract started next time. So let me just jump out of here, collect that. Got any more fertilizing contracts coming in? None. So we got that one. Right, I'm going to call that a night. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see everyone very soon. Right.
I see when I dream. Where do I move in this world? Could you please tell me what the hell I'm doing for it? Bring me to my knees. I'm so stupid. Would you tell me honestly if I wasn't meant to be what I see when I dream?
Love interrupted by tragedy, lost in the drought of nightfall, running in search of the remedy, trying to find her place in it all. Focused only on the negative. All she can attract is pain. Perception is what will manifest. Thought she could escape, but it's all the same. Birds fly south for the winter, but she ran to the west side. And though much was stolen, much still abides. And I know she'd rather keep her distance, but as time moves on, she's drifting away from me. But did the ocean breeze Did the ocean breeze pass